In this video, we're going to talk about how the MLS-X1 switcher can integrate with Bitfocus Companion, which is a popular piece of software for broadcast control, and it opens quite a lot of opportunities for integrating the MLS switcher with other parts of your broadcast infrastructure, and also using a Stream Deck control surface to control some functions of the switcher. So first of all, the MLS communicates with Companion over the serial tally protocol, which we set up in the Setup, External Device and Serial Net Port Assign menu. I won't go into too much detail there, but you can see we have a serial tally device set up called Bitfocus, and that works over IP to the Bitfocus Companion server, which in this case is running on the same machine as our menu. So if I tab over to that, you'll see we have the Bitfocus Companion interface, and I've already built some buttons. Bitfocus is based around buttons, which map one-to-one on your Stream Deck or any other device, and each button has a command which can control the switcher or any other devices. So for example, button 1 just here has a press action of setting the program preview program crosspoint to camera 1. So when I hit that button, we take camera 1 on program. I've also got clip 1 and clip 2, and you can see the switch is almost instantaneous. I can preview something as well with these preview buttons, and I can auto transition to it. All of that has been built just within the software here and is completely customizable. I've also done a live bug button, which flicks a key on in the corner and goes red as well to indicate it's on that step. Bitfocus Companion supports multi-step buttons, which could trigger switcher actions on one push and other actions in the control room on the next push. I can also run a macro, for example, flying a box in and taking it out again. And I could even run a clip transition, which I've pre-built on a macro too. Now, how do we program a button? Bitfocus make this really easy, and the integration with the Sony switcher is fantastic. So I pick an empty button, say on my top row here, and I create a button. I give it a name, which I will call New Button. I can change the font size, and I can change the background color so that it appears nicely and clearly on my Stream Deck. Now I need to give it an action. In this case, I would like to cut to camera 1. So I open the folder and go to MLS-X1, and you can see the list of commands available is quite extensive, though it's worth noting that a macro recall and a snapshot recall requires an automation license in your switcher. The rest will work regardless. So in this case, I want to change the crosspoint on an ME, which will be program, and I'll say program preview, program source primary 1. Now, because I can control multiple devices in the same press, I'm also going to recall a preset on our Sony FR7 PTZ camera. There's lots of options here too. So I'm going to go to recall preset, and I'll recall preset 1. Now that's ready to go. As soon as I hit that button, camera 1 will cut to program, and the camera will reframe as I push the button. Finally, we can also trigger things from the switcher surface to go back to Companion via a variety of methods. In this case, I'm using Companion to listen to the source on an aux bus and change a camera preset accordingly. In this case, I'm using the edit preview bus, so you'll see preset 1 here as a trigger. The condition is on a selected aux, and I've gone with edit preview and camera 1, and that means the action will be preset 1. I can then build macros on my MLS switcher, which I can run from the FlexiPad, which will change the source of the edit preview bus, which I'm not using, and change the camera accordingly. So if I take camera 1 and I push the menu button, we get the menu shot. If I push the panel button, we get the panel shot. And if I push the wide button, we get the wide shot. And that's some of the ways we can use Bitfocus Companion in conjunction with the MLS-X1 switcher.